Welcome to another edition of Entrepreneurs and Fuego. This is actually a very special edition because with me I have a guest who has an amazing story to tell. And we're going to share that story that surely will inspire a lot of people to take action in a disease that really is it's just one of the worst things that can happen for us, and that plagues a lot of people here in the United States and throughout the world. With me is my main man, Raymond Scott. How you doing, Ray?
All right. How are you?
All right, man. I'm doing just fine, man. Looking good. You feeling good?
Feeling good.
There you go.
Feeling good.
All right, man. Tell us a little bit about your story because it's really compelling, and I want people that this is normally a show for entrepreneurs and whatnot, but it is also a show about inspiration. It's so about telling people how to overcome obstacles and never giving up. Right. And always setting your goals in such a way that you can achieve them, that you can look for those goals and stuff. And of all the interviews that we've done, I can tell you that that's the recurring theme. Never give up, go, achieve your goals. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Right. I'm actually a home hemodialysis patient. I have been on some type of modality for dialysis for the past 17 years. When I initially found out that my kidneys had failed, I went into the doctor's office, urgent care, and the nurse took my blood pressure like 3 times, manually once and 2 times with the machine. She couldn't believe what she was seeing.
You didn't know that you had this thing. So
no, I
just,
didn't.
You were just feeling a little bit ill and stuff? And
right,
I
thought I was going in for bronchitis. Because at that age, I was 29, 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Right.
And there's no way I could be that sick. So she ran into the back and came out with a doctor, and the doctor was like, "Sir, your blood pressure is 270 over 190. Ooh. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? And I was immediately taken by ambulance to the hospital.
They didn't, wait a minute, so they didn't let you leave, from there you went to the hospital?
I went straight to the hospital by ambulance. And when I got to the hospital, I was like, okay, what's the big deal? I just have bronchitis. And they were like, Mr. Scott, your kidneys have failed.
They had already failed?
Yes, they had already failed. And I was walking around like many other Americans who had no clue that their kidneys had failed. And it didn't strike me that I was in for a long haul. And at the time, my wife, who was my girlfriend for like 3 months, she came and got me when I got out of the hospital. And I told her, hey, you know what? I'm in for a long road, so you can walk away if you want to. And true to her character, she said, no, I'm going to stay with you. And being a person with kidney disease, it's very hard to be by yourself and have this disease. But she lifted me up, and through my faith and family also, we were able to overcome some of the obstacles that were in front of us.
All right, so you're 29 years old, and before you found out that your kidneys had failed, what were you able to do that you can't do now, or that you couldn't do right after that?
Right after that, being on hemodialysis, it can be very taxing to the body. So I've exercised back then off and on because I just got out the Army 2 years before.
Right.
So I was used to running in the morning and all of that, but all of that ended because to remove such a large amount of fluid from the body, which is what the kidneys do naturally, but I had to do with the machine being on dialysis. It kind of limited my athleticism, and I just was in store for a lot more than I thought.
And these are, forgive me, these are ignorant questions. I mean, and like me, maybe a lot of people do not know. Was this something that you inherited? Is this something that a cost? Is there a cost for the disease? Or
actually, it's not an ignorant question because we're actually working on a documentary called 1 in 9.
Okay.
And 1 in 9 adult Americans have some type of kidney disease.
And this documentary is being produced here in Phoenix.
Yes, it is.
Okay, all
and
right.
it was the brainchild of actually your camerawoman, Taylor, and my wife. And we are strong advocates for kidney disease. And this documentary will help to enlighten people as far as what kidney patients go through, dialysis patients go through, and what the types of dialysis are, and even investing in types of research and development that would help dialysis patients.
So what caused this? Did you ever find out? I mean, why?
What caused? Okay, it was actually high blood pressure. High blood pressure and
that
diabetes.
went untreated.
Right. And diabetes are two of the highest things that cause kidney failure, and for the most part.
What caused the high blood pressure? Was it the eating? Was it the stress? Was it lack of exercise? What was it?
When I was in the military, I was in a bad car accident where I was told my kidneys shut down, and they came back online. Actually, to protect my kidneys, my body shut down the kidneys so it wouldn't receive any more toxins from my body because of all the injuries that I had. And ever since that accident, my blood pressure has always been high. But my entire time in the military, I was never told that you better control this blood pressure, or that it could lead to kidney disease, or that I actually started in decline as far as my kidneys go in the military.
So kidney disease, how many, because I read a lot of statistics, but how many people here in the United States are affected by kidney disease? Do you have an idea of the statistics?
It's like 26 million people.
26 million people?
26 million people,
and
some of which don't even know that they have kidney disease.
Right, and then it's predominantly in the Hispanic as well as the Latin population, isn't it?
It's Hispanic, the Native Americans.
Native American and Black population.
And African Americans. And when you go into dialysis clinics, the numbers speak for themselves. And you can see each of those groups in there in large numbers.
Let me brighten up your day, man.
Uh-huh.
You're a good dancer, I hear.
Yes, I am. I'm actually the first person on dialysis. Now, they've had people who've had kidney transplants do the Dancing with the Stars with the National Kidney Foundation in Arizona.
Yeah.
They've had people participate who were transplant patients,
right?
But never a person who was actually on dialysis like myself.
Are you practicing your cha-cha-cha, man?
Yesterday was my first lesson, and I always thought that I could dance, but this is a little more difficult than I thought. So we're looking forward to that, and my kids are too. So.
And that is part of a fundraising or something that's going to happen here in Phoenix,
yes,
correct?
It's actually the fundraising for the National Kidney Foundation of Arizona, and it's a tribute that they do every year. In this year, it's going to be in February.
What have you found out about yourself that you didn't know you had prior to this disease? What did you find out about your character, about your anything about yourself?
I've always known that I was very disciplined, and that came from the military. Yeah. I've always known that I would do what I had to do. But for a dialysis patient, you have to reach a little deeper sometimes. And it's at times when you feel like an anchor to your family, because there was times when my son or my daughter came to me, "Hey, Dad, let's go outside. Let's go play. Can you come play with us?" And I actually couldn't because I was recuperating from the dialysis I was on at the time. I'm actually on next stage dialysis right now, which is a home hemodialysis. And I feel a lot better on this brand. I do dialysis more frequently, but it helps my body more because it's taking off less fluid.
How long does the treatment last during the day? Is it several times during the day, or is it just one time?
It's just one time, and I'm on the machine for about 3 hours, but that's 5 days a week. Whereas normal dialysis patients go in center, where it's 3 times a week, and they're on, or I was on, for like 4 hours. So because I'm doing more frequent dialysis, I get to remove that fluid more frequently, and it's not as taxing to my body. So I am very active.
What would you tell someone that has his or her health and they drown in little problems in their lives? This is a huge problem to overcome, and you're doing it.
Yes.
What message can you send people?
The biggest thing is not to feel as though there's a limitation on what you can do, that you can do anything you set your mind to.
Yeah.
Dialysis machines are all over the world. I've done dialysis in Jamaica, in Italy. We went to Canada. I had to drive to New York to get my dialysis. But they do have dialysis machines in Canada. Don't put up any barriers. Don't put up any limitations on your life. I always go by a saying by Abraham Lincoln, which is, in the end, it's not the number of years in your life, but the life in your years. And I live by that, and I have to. Having children and a wife, I have to stay motivated, and it's something that I do. I don't hide how sick I am or how sick I may be, but I've just been blessed that I've been really well here lately. So I've been able to do those things with them that I wouldn't have been able to in center.
You're my new hero, man.
Oh.
You're going to come back and visit us, man, because we want to know how you did on Dancing with the Stars, man.
Yes, yes.
I want to see you dancing the cha-cha-cha, man. For our guests, we give this beautiful T-shirt, man, and wear it proud, man.
All
See
right.
if you can wear it proud when,
I will.
when you dance.
I
man.
will.
Come back again, man.
All right. Thank you.
We're out.